What's up, Blue Chips? How we doing this morning? Tuesday, March 17th. If you can't outplay them, outwork them. Let's get to it. Alrighty, how we doing this morning? Got the SPY is up about 2% right now from the close yesterday. Kind of closed towards the lows at around that 240 area. Actually, I think dipped right under it. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. We are most likely going to be looking at the scanners today. Granted, they will be working today, minus not having any crazy halts to start the day. Hopefully, at least it's looking that way. And yeah, so let's take a look at the gapper list, see if there's actually anything that we can play that's not on SSR this morning. I'm not sure if things are off of SSR. I guess they wouldn't be, since yesterday was another big down day. So not exactly sure how we're going to play today. The plan is most likely to go long for the most part, especially if the SPY tries to find some support here. We'll look to maybe get in on some dips and look to get into some stocks here to the long side, because you guys know me by this point, and if you don't, my name's Sim here at Volatility Trading. I am a short bias trader, but I do not like to short stocks that are on SSR. So if pretty much everything is on SSR, we most likely will not be taking a look at it. We do have NTGN here. This is a little bit of a lower float, 14 mil, but it is not on SSR, so we are going to put it up on one of our other charts just in case. EVRI, I believe we just checked that one, SSR. IFMK, I know that we can't play that one. I've looked at it in the past. CETV. Let's take a look at the cruise lines real quick. CCL, RCL. I just withdrew some money from my CMEG account last night. Just going to wait for that to go through, and then I am going to be putting that into my Webull account to look to grab some buy and hold type positions. So keep an eye out for those. I will obviously keep you guys updated on those, but the two main ones that I'm looking at are CCL and RCL. Those are the two main ones. I'm only taking about $5,000 of my monies, and that's what I'm going to be investing into the buy and hold. I'm not exactly sure how I want to divvy it up, if I want to divvy it up at all or just throw it into possibly one stock, because if we pull the calculator out just to show you guys, at its current price of $31.60, if we take the $5,000 and do the math, we could only really get 158 shares of that of Royal Caribbean if we wanted it. But granted, that goes back up to say 100. That's 69 points. So you're talking about, you're looking at $10,917. But that's only, that's granted, that's double, pretty much a little bit more than double the investment, because you got to include the $5,000 in there. So would be a pretty good return, not gonna lie. Well, that would be on top of the $5,000, right? Because we're moving up from where we invested the $5,000 if it were to just go up. He's fine. So yeah, RCL could be one. CCL is another one. We're sitting around 15. Looking at the daily on this one, the highs were up near 50. Going back to RCL, just to show you, I was just going off of 100, but the highs were up here near 130, 135. So it would definitely be a longer term play, but it is definitely something I'm interested in. So we shall see. Another one that I was looking at to be possibly interested in was something like MGM. This thing is down over 70%. I think it's actually closer to 80%. And I mean, we could do the math, but I already closed my calculator. So, but yeah, we're up here at the highs around 35. We're down near 10. That's just absolutely crazy. It's around 70%. Careful, Bray. So that's another one I was looking at. I mean, because when we look at the SPY and we do the math on this one, it's actually only down around 30%, right around where we're at. So a lot of these stocks have overreacted a little bit more so than the market as far as percentages go. So we will definitely be keeping an eye out on those for, diversifying a little bit when we do decide to buy and hold. Might be taking, I might split it up between the three, do like 33% of each. Who knows? We'll figure it out. What's up, Jeff? What's up, marketing? What's up, Thomas? How we all doing this morning? We got about 1 minute here until the bell. Got my Coke Zero here this morning, and we're most likely going to be watching for the scanners. I'm going to go see if I can help real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. Let's see if we can't find something good today. Gonna try to not be so scared today as well. I feel like we're not in a super volatile spot, so we'll see what happens. There we go. There's the bell. Good luck, everybody. Stay nice and green. KJC, Zone SSR, COG. We actually can play this one. This thing has room, though. See if it wants to pop. Oh, it's actually getting ready to halt. Dang. I guess it is up about a point. We'll keep that one up if it does halt. Put that on the second chart down there. SPY is struggling here. It's not looking like it wants to go any higher. Everything is a little bit of a Christmas tree. COG actually did not halt. Thing is like straight up. I'm gonna start COG here. Ooh. That got me. If it wants to give us the quickie here, 1901. All right, we'll take it. There's a lot to go through here. Keeping COG up here. This thing's still pretty extended. The spy tried there. Got shut right back down. What's wrong? You turned what on? What did he say? Twice? You turned your toys on.
Did you hide them?
Did you hide them in the ball pit? No. Alright, COG will look for it on the scanners if it wants to come back up. NG, EXK, INO, SA. MFGP. Everything's SSR. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? AAL is rocketing. It's on SSR. Rocketing where? To the downside. SA. Nothing there. Man, INO would be nice if we had shares there. It's crashing now. Yeah, I see it. I was being funny. I knew what you meant. Yeah, NEM would be nice if it wasn't on SSR. Especially up near 45, 46. Excuse me. SRTY. Nothing there. IAG. I think we've played IAG in the past. It's on SSR though. Let's take a look at the other side. AIMT getting smacked. Where's your toys? I don't know either. Why don't you? Can you go eat your chicken nuggets? They're gonna go bad. Okay. My wife's getting an inside treat to what it's like to be me for a couple of days. I don't think she likes it. She thinks it's so easy to stay home with these kids. I don't know where your toys are. I see Buzz. I see Buzz. He's right there. Look, he's right there. He's in the ball pit. I see him. Yes, he is. I see him. He's right there. Trying to trick me. Can't trick the master. Jeez, this thing has room. AIMT has room all the way down here to 1050. Oh, actually lower than that. 977. It's all right. I don't know, Bray. Where are they? Why are you holding yourself? Do you have to go potties? Okay. I don't know where your toys are. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Nice. Oh man, COG continued, didn't it? It's alright. We only had this thing. Oh, geez, yeah, it did. Had the single entry there. It popped back up though. Could have looked to get back in, I guess, but it's alright. Not really that upset. Brayden, can you please not do that near me? You can do. Can you go do it in there for a little bit? I just have to work just for a little bit, okay? For about another half hour or so. This AIMT is very tempting.
No, please don't touch. No, you can't touch the wires. Camden, no, please don't touch.
I don't like the spread on this, though. Like a 15-cent spread. Try to set him up with the tablet.
Here, Camden. Worst timing ever.
Why?
I'm sitting here trying to close $1 million job, and he's and screaming in my ear. Camden, no. Here. Want the tablet?
At least she can pause. I could be trying to. I could be in the middle of a trade. I can't pause it.
E-I-G-I.
Do you need me? Do you need me to stop? Do you need me to stop?
He's just gonna drive.
Huh?
I'm just letting him drive.
Okay. I was asking for you, not him.
Eventually.
I do not recommend being a stay-at-home parent. It is a lot tougher than anyone thinks. This AIMT is just not bouncing. This thing has pretty much been straight down looking at the daily. Might be hard not to take a stab at this. There's a pretty decent support sitting there at 950. If we get like a decent move down here through 11 towards 1050, I might have to jump in here. SPY is not doing so hot at the moment. It's kind of why I'm also hesitant.
Go ahead, go get in the balls, Camden.
Scrolling through some other charts here. It's in my near future. There's the break of 11. What's the range here? 75 cents? Dang. I'm going to put an order out there just in case we get some kind of crazy flush. Just to start the position. I'd be ultimately looking to risk off around the 950 area. Yes, bro. What's wrong? You want to go outside? Your toys?
No.
Brandon, if you're not watching your tablet, please turn it off to see the tablet. You want your shoes so you can walk outside? Here, come here. Okay, you know shoes?
UAL is another one. Don't think AIMT is really going to do what I want it to. This thing is like super slow. Let's go over here and look at UAL. 30. It's like everything kind of just looks like grinders today, doesn't it? It's kind of weird. Everything's like very undecided. There's the bounce off the 32 whole dollar area. Oh well. I don't know. Everything just feels like it's kind of grinding in a direction. There's like almost no definitive like pushing, like extension, right? It's all just kind of like, I'm just deciding to go this way. Dang, look at that bounce on UAL, guys. SOB. I'm not going to lie. I was a little scared to get into that one just because I didn't want to. It felt like it was going to flush through 32, and that's what I get for being scared. So that's my fault. Definite miss there. SPY is actually bouncing here. Man, look at that bounce. Oh well. Gonna move on. Can't say that I'm not a little distracted this morning, as you guys can hear, I'm sure. Scrolling through some charts here. Excuse me. All right, scroll through some charts here. AR, RC. I feel like I've scrolled through most of these. There's really nothing that we can play for the most part. Just looking for any new ones. What did COG end up doing? It's climbing back up there. Let's put COG on our second chart. UAL actually going right back down to the lows. Watch COG at high of day here. Some solid resistance on COG around that 2050 area. So if we can get a push up through 20, I might be interested. It's getting rejected here at high of day. Actually went high of day there for a second. This is EVRI. Nothing there. UNFI actually making a move here. It's actually over the highs now. Coming up to that 200 on the daily, right around 850. I'm going to start UNFI here. Switch the charts around here. We'll take a look at COG on the second chart. Be looking for right around 8. Just for the quick scalp if it wants to give it to us. There we go. We're on the bid. All right, we got our fill. We'll take our quick little scalp there as well on UNFI. Kind of looks the same as COG. Just kind of nailed the top there, single entry. If it wants to pull back nice and quick for us, we'll take it, right? We can always look to get back in. COG did not end up doing what we wanted. It got rejected there at high of day. We don't like to play double tops. You guys know that. UNFI, we'd obviously still be looking to be, we're still interested here. Looking at the daily, this has some pretty nice resistance. It uses the 200 pretty well on the daily, and it's sitting right there at 850. There's also some pretty good resistance well back into like 2019, sitting right there. I guess it's around like 950. There's some decent resistance a little bit further around June of last year as well, sitting right here at 850. So that 850 area is a pretty decent resistance. So if it wants to get back up there, we might be interested. That's how quick that happened, guys. Right off the scanner, pulled it up. You only had about 30 seconds to decide what we wanted to do. Jumped in, and it came back down, took the quick profit. I mean, we were in that trade for 34 seconds, and we made 22 cents on it. So not going to be too upset about that. The COG trade, we were in that for 43 seconds, and we made 35 cents. So never going to complain about that. Take a quick screenshot of those. ISW is kind of going through how everyone's doing. We're 2 for 2 so far. Thank you, marketing. Appreciate that. COG would have been nice there with the fake out. Not exactly what we were looking for, though, especially with the spread there that it had. Let's keep scrolling here. AR, we know we can't play these two. Just kind of looking at the scanners, scrolling through. SPY is at low of day, which is not good for the overall market. Can't say I didn't see it coming. I've been saying it for a while, guys. I think we're definitely going to at least test that 234 area. 230, Pretty sure that's the low of that candle. Let me see if I can scroll in on it here. 233.76 is what I think we're going to ultimately test before we get any kind of bouncing going on. So I am hoping to get my money into Webull by the time that happens. Oh man, I can't type this morning. If you're just joining us, and if you're new, name's Tim here at Volatility Trading. We're 2 for 2 this morning. We got a trade on COG a little bit earlier. Just a little bit of a scalp when it went high of day. Got out for a pretty nice one. It was, what was it, 35 cents in the matter of like 40 seconds. And then it tried to go a little bit. It tried to go back up, but then it ultimately dumped a little bit. But obviously, that's in hindsight. We don't know that it's going to do that. Could have just went right back to high of day, just like it did over here. Then we got a second trade. Both of these were right off the scanners. UNFI. This was popping up as well. Saw it on the scanners. Had a nice little squeeze here through the whole dollar. We actually took a quick peek over at the daily. The 200. It abides by the 200 pretty religiously. And it was right there at 850. So we started our position because it kind of felt like the top. This was kind of a tape reading thing. And sure enough, we were right on for the most part. Let's see. Our order was at 823. High of day was 828. And we were looking to play that right up to 850 and through 850. So it's pretty happy with that trade overall. As you can see, it went a little bit lower after we got out as well. It did get that $8 break. But then as you can see, it jumped right back up. It's actually headed towards high of day. I don't really like how it's grinding right now. I mean, if for some reason it wanted to absolutely just skyrocket straight to 850, it's something that we'd be interested in. But if not, then we're most likely just going to let this thing kind of grind away. But we'll see what it does here at high of day. There we go. See if it wants to go right up to 850. Yeah, the little one did. He's been up since like 4 o'clock this morning, so he probably is super tired. We tried to let him go back to sleep, but he wasn't having it. So this is what I was talking about. Went through high of day, but it's kind of just hanging out here. If it would have went straight to 850, we would have been interested. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's see if we can get that move. There we go. Let's get through 840. Through 840, I'm interested. Getting closer to that 850 area. Plus, I'm looking for it to extend away from this previous high. Because ultimately, that's kind of what we're looking for it to come back down to. Which, as you can see, it looks like we might miss this. The bid never really got up high enough for us there. The high actually, 843 was on the ask, but as you can see, the high, it only printed at 841. So it's a little bit more of a risky trade there, and that's why we weren't looking to get in until around 850. We really wanted that nice extension. And as you can see, the volume didn't really ever come in, so that's not a good sign that we're not actually done climbing yet. So this little bit of a pullback right to that previous resistance, like I had said, 828 area. It could have been just a little bit of a temporary pullback here. I'm going to mute for a sec. he's not screaming right now. Just waiting to hear him come tumbling. SPY is not looking so hot today, guys. It's trying to find support where it had the low yesterday. It bounced right off of it so far, but it is not looking good. 237.36 yesterday. Right now, our low is 237.67. If we get below that, I'm telling you, 230. What was it? 233 something. It's where I'd be looking to get into some of these stocks long term. Oh, excuse me. Hey, marketing, I appreciate that, man. Seriously, thank you for the support. Let's take a look around. Really wouldn't be interested again there in UNFI until it makes a move. And if it did make a move, we'd see it on the scanner. So no reason to keep an eye on it at this point. Feels weird, a half an hour of trading here, and it's actually 10 o'clock instead of 10:15. Actually had some decent opportunities here this morning, which was nice. SPY is trying low. SPY did go low of day, 237.07, so we actually got under the lows from yesterday. Not quite sure what I want to do, like, overall. I mean, there's so many different companies that I'm kind of looking at. I probably will diversify. I'll probably do. I think I might pick five separate ones, and just split it up 20% each. I think that might be my best option. Because in reality, we should be getting the same percentage for the most part on each of them. That way I don't like just go all in on, say, Carnival, and for some reason Carnival goes out of business, and then we're just kind of screwed. Have all day traders been shorting the last few days? Probably not. I think a lot of people have been losing money trying to go long. Everyone thinks that they can play this bounce in the overall markets, and I don't think. I mean, if you go look at social media, especially like Twitter, you see a lot of these big gurus posting these huge losses because they just keep fighting. They keep fighting the stocks. They're like, in their mind, they're like, this has to bounce. We're just so extended. And that's not, it's not true. You pay fees for holding shares at night. To my knowledge, when you go long, you do not. Here, actually, you know what? Let me just, I know for a fact that if you're long, you do not pay fees to hold overnight. But no matter your position, you have to be within 2-to-1 buying power in order to hold your position overnight. So you can use 6-to-1 margin throughout the day if you have over 2,500 in your account, but you can't use more than 2-to-1 overnight. Let me find how much it costs. There we go. So it says the percentage of margin interest for overnight trades. The following interest rates are based on the market value of the position at market close. So if your position is from $0 to $100,000, you would be paying 7.5%. 100,000 to 1 million, you'd pay 6.5%. 1 million to 3 million, you'd pay 5%, and 3 million and above, you pay 4.5%. So it's based off of the market value of your position. So if you have a small account, you're pretty much always going to probably be below 100,000. Actually, you probably have to be, because 2 to 1, even on 50 grand, it is 100,000. So unless you have 50 grand in your account, you're going to be paying 7.5 for overnight trades. But to my knowledge, that's just for shorts. If you're short, I'm pretty sure if you're long, you don't pay anything. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty positive, because the way they have it worded, it does not say that. It makes it sound like it's all trades. But from my experience in the past, it has been only on short positions. In Webull, I don't believe you pay fees for anything. I don't think there's fees for anything. That's all completely free. He's probably just sitting there. Yeah. Looks like the SPY is making a move back up here. Or back up over 240. I can, but for some reason the sound isn't working.
A bunch of balloons. And
All right. JNUG. We were just talking about JNUG the other day, me and Tom, how it was down at $4. But this is one of those 3X ETFs or whatever the heck it is. And anything that's 3X, I tend to stay away from. These things can wipe you clean very quickly. This thing was at, look at, when it was at its highs with the market, it was up at 100. I'm trying to get $105, and it went down to $4. I'm not interested in stocks that can do that. I'm sorry. That's a little too much for me. And yeah, we can't short this anyway, and it's on SSR. If that's what you're talking about as far as being extended to the upside. So definitely not interested there. I do feel the SPY is going to pretty much do what it did yesterday. It might go up and try to rally a little bit to make some highs, and then I think we're going to just kind of chop around. Apparently there's an update from the White House at 11. It was either 11 or 11:30 today. So the I don't know what that's going to do, because we don't obviously know what the news is. Oh, you're talking long-term investment for JNUG? Well, that's what I'm saying. If the SPY keeps going down and this thing went from $105 to $4, where's it supposed to go after it gets, like, if the SPY were to keep going, where's JNUG gonna go? It's gonna go broke. Thing's gonna go to zero. That's why I'm not interested. But it's a 3x, so that's what I'm saying. Every time the SPY moves, this thing moves 3x that amount. That's why it can be dangerous. That's why I don't like playing it. And I am attempting to be a day trader still. Hence, you see that's kind of what I'm doing. This BTU would be nice if, I mean, we do have shares. The chart looks nice, but it's on SSR. We're going to leave it alone. That's the other thing, too, is I'm not a huge fan of the way the market is right now, because everything's moving with the market. So it's kind of hard to play stocks individually, because you're basically just playing the market in most cases. That's kind of why I like finding the stocks that are moving without the market. Haven't seen I pop up for a while. Oh man, this thing's down to $2. I remember playing this in the 20s. To the short side. That's kind of, it makes you laugh too. There goes BTU a little bit. BTU has a ton of room though, although it's actually in a gap fill here, up to 450. Nice extension. I wanted, oh, did you see that? Halt at 442. I was about to put an order at 445. I do not want to get stuck in a halt. There it is, 442. Bids are stacking up a little bit. See if it actually halts. I thought about it because we're at that gap fill at 450. But if it's going to halt, I'm not really interested. Yep, and there it is. Alrighty. So we wouldn't have got filled anyway. SPY is moving. I'm assuming that's moving with the SPY. SPY got right up to VWAP and got rejected. Right at around the 242 area. Just trying to move back up here. Being the greedy person that I am, part of me just wants the market to chop for the next couple weeks. So that I can get my money available. I don't think that we're done. I really do think we're going to test that 234 area before we're all said and done. I mean, we kind of already are in a way. We did make it down to, what, 237? So that's pretty close when you're talking about 3 points over the course of a 100-point move. Okay, Gifford, a.k.a. the Giffinator. Speaking of which, I'd like everybody to be introduced to Triple A Bond himself, Vincenzo C. Welcome to the room, Vincenzo. Nice to see you this morning. I don't know. He wanted to be called Triple A Bond for, I don't know. You'll have to ask him why. I don't know what that's in reference to. EXC halted. A lot of stocks that are halting now on this move up. SPY did make it through that 242 area. It's struggling though. EVH we've played in the past. Not really doing anything. MGI. Yeah, sometimes I'm delayed, Mr. Gifford, so sorry about that. Gonna watch BTU when it unhalts here. I don't remember exactly when it halted. I guess will it tell me 10:10? About 10:15, so we're coming up on it. After whatever BTU does here, guys, I think I'm gonna get ahead and get out of here for the day since we have both kids. I'm gonna, obviously the little one's giving us some issues this morning, so I'm gonna go relieve the wife. But we'll see what BTU does here. This will be our possible last look for. We need to go 40 cents from here if it wants to halt again. Seeing a lot of resistance or a little over that 450 area. The SPY's kind of chopping from when it started this move. Doesn't really have a ton of volume. Let's do. Oh, AAA bond. I got it now. I'm an idiot. I got it. Till the blue chips rebound. Makes all kind of sense now. It reminds me of that movie. Was it The Big Short? The one with the guy from The Office. Wow, brain fart. Who's the guy in The Office? The funny guy. Oh, what the heck's his name? He's in the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Steve Carell, that's it. Thank you. Having a brain fart. Pretty sure that's the name of the movie, The Big Short, right? Steve Carell stock movie. Yep, The Big Short. It's a good movie. It's a movie about the 2008 real estate bubble that we popped in the stock market, if anybody remembers that, and how they made a lot of money in doing so. We should be unhalting here fairly soon. Believe it or not, Knives, I actually stepped up my shares today just a tad. I didn't go smaller shares, is what I should say, because the last week I've been using smaller shares than my hot buttons, but today I actually used my hot buttons. But once things start to cool down again, or like once things start to cool down with the virus talk and the virus actually starts to go away, I'm gonna continue to up my shares, because my plan right before the virus hit was every week to up my risk per trade by $5. So I would force myself every week to scale up just a little bit. But then all this started to happen, and I wasn't about to keep doing that while this was happening. So I decided to just kind of stay flat where I'm at until all this starts to go away. And then once that happens, I will go back to my normal plan of every week scaling up just that little bit. Yeah, BTU was already on SSR. I do know that, Thomas. I had saw that the first time. But we're going to possibly take a stab at it, depending on what it does here. I would want to see it go through 450. That is not the open I was expecting. Pause that so you guys can hear. No one's even watching it. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much volume in this anyway, but I'm not going to lie, that is definitely not the open I was hoping for, because now it feels like it might just kind of grind away here. All right, we're right at the gap fill at 450. Looks like it's going to go right through. This chart looks really nice, but I don't know. What are you doing, bro? I'm almost done, okay? That is about to get off. Yeah, you guys are right. It was on the scanner marketing, but right before the halt. That was why we even pulled it up in the first place on this move here. But it's definitely not really doing what I wanted to do. You guys are right. It's on SSR too. I've sat here and said it all morning. I'm not trading SSR stock, so I'm not going to break my rules. You guys are right. You guys are right. Thank you. Mr. Gifford, I actually am not going to leave the scanners on today. What I could do, if you guys are interested, I could restart the stream, but I'd have to put a delay on the scanners if you guys are interested in that. COUP here, right there on the top of the scanner. Tried to halt. It's on SSR as well. We're most likely going to leave this alone. We are going to leave it alone, right? Just trying to halt here at 129.25. That's a big move. Does look like it's going to halt. Did just click over, so it's got a whole nother 45 seconds to try to raise itself, which it does not look like it's going to do, and it is halted. So if you guys are interested in me leaving the scanners on, they would have to have about a minute delay on it. I kind of looked into the terms and service, and that's something that I shouldn't have been doing, is running the scanners in real time. So don't want to get in trouble for that. But if you guys are interested, I was actually thinking about pulling up the low a day and high of day in its place, because those are a little bit better for later in the day anyways. But it's completely up to you guys. I mean, if I get like at least 5 of you that tell me you want me to put the scanners on a 1 minute delay, and I can put the high of day, low of day scanners up there, I guess I could put those up there with the +3 and not -3. There's no reason that I can't. I could do that for you. Mike said Piton, P-T-O-N. I don't know. Oh, long. I'm confused because then Devin said he's long Piton. What did BA do? Oh, BA's getting crushed. Bank of America. I believe Mr. Gifford actually had the scanners at one point. Didn't you, Mr. Gifford? But yeah, it is one of those things that they are very beneficial to have. As you guys can see, all my plays come right off of it. The amount of shares that I'm trading versus the amount of shares you might be trading, it's all relative. You know, if you guys are trading 10x the shares I am, you guys would obviously be making 10x the money I am, which would put you in the money pretty quickly. Yeah, I believe Mr. Gifford used to have them. I don't remember. But, I mean, there is the 30% off code down in the description as well. So that will always help you out as well. Kevin says do in real time, no 1 minute lag. It's not that I don't want to do it in real time. I obviously could do it in real time because I have before. I can't. I mean, I can, but I could very well get in trouble. This is me telling you that I got in trouble. So I can't. They would just have to be on at least a 1 minute delay. And I'm not even sure if 1 minute is right. I just know that that would probably safeguard me. It's probably 2 minutes is what I think probably have to do. But I know 1 minute would probably be safe. BTU, as you can see, this is exactly why we didn't want to play it. SSR, all that good stuff. Well, that's what I try to tell everyone. Everyone that tries to use the free scanners that they find on YouTube, it's tough because you're trying to find, I mean, you guys saw me, like when I pulled up the UNFI trade, I pulled it up right off the scanner and I had about, 20, 30 seconds to react. So if there's even like a 10-second delay, on YouTube, by the time you see it and pull it up, it's going to be very hard for you to get into the trade. You have to make the decisions that much quicker. But if you purchase the scanners, then you obviously are getting it all in real time, just like I am, and that's the advantage there. Yeah, exactly. Marketing. That's what I was getting at earlier. That's why I would need the delay. All right, guys. I'm obviously not trading anymore here. I'm actually going to keep up the COUP because I'm interested in watching it. And I'll put the scanners up here for about 5 minutes, but I got to go take care of my kid for a sec because my wife's on an important call. So I will catch you guys in a little bit. All right? I will catch you guys later. Peace. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Don't forget to look out for the video later on my 2 trades on UNFI and COG. And I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave those down below when this thing finally processes. Jump in the Discord if you want. And I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Peace.
Bye.